Happy Saturday. Today is March the 15th, 2026. Welcome back to the Roadmap to Freedom Personal Growth Healing Program. Today I'm continuing to talk about unhealthy fear. Unhealthy fear is a major cause of procrastination. I personally believe that if you don't start taking steps to deal with your unhealthy fear, facing your fear, you're going to remain stuck where you are. It's all about a choice. If you want a new life, you got to face those fears. And again, we're talking about unhealthy fears. The ones that put hurdles in front of you, the ones where you are not doing what you feel you really should do. Decades ago, when I decided that I was going to start facing my fear, my unhealthy fear, I think I mentioned before, I had a very huge fear of the dark and being alone. My children at the time, they're in their 30s now, but at the time, they were very young, under 10 years old. And I decided I was going to go to the family cottage with my two children alone because my husband at the time was out of town working and I wanted to go enjoy the cottage. So that was a major for me because the cottage had hydro, but it did not have any telephone access back then. There was really no such thing as cell phones back then. And if there was, they were very new and very expensive. So a couple days before I was leaving to go on the trip, my next door neighbor had a black lab. And we were very friendly with them. They loved the kids loved the dog. So I talked to them and asked them if I could take the dog to the cottage with me because I thought, well, that's a little bit of my insurance. I thought the dog would scare people off if somebody was coming. So not that anybody was, it was way back in the forest. So anyway, off I go. And I decided because the kids were so young, I was putting them to bed super, super early before it got dark. And I got into bed because as a single married mother, I was always tired. So I tried to get to bed around the same time they did because they rise early. And, anybody who's been a mom, they know, it's exhausting. So I went ahead and I did that. And so it was on a lake. And it was just getting dark and the dog started to bark loud and the kids were sleeping and he was freaking out at the sliding door. And so somebody was knocking. So obviously I had to go answer it. And it was friends of ours down the lake that my husband at the time decided to phone them because they were on the other side of the lake where there was phones and to go check on me. And I just about died of heart failure. So anyway, after that, he left and I went ahead and it took me a while, but I did get back to sleep. And I woke up in the morning with the sun shining and I was very, very proud of myself. That was huge. So you don't have to pick a huge one like that, but you really should consider picking a few fears that you want to face and hit it head on one at a time. Because once you do that, you gain more courage. You don't get the courage before facing your fear. You get the courage after facing your fear. And not only do you get the courage, you manage to begin building your personal power. So that's it for today. I hope you have yourself a really great evening. Namaste.